Welcome, Gemini, to your mid-month reading for June. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Okay. Hope you guys have had a beautiful birthday month. Getting all your dreams, things that you need together. Okay, let's see what's going on with you, my beautiful friends. Next message, please, for the beautiful Gemini for the mid-month. Look at that coming out. What do we got? We have triumph of success, talking about that knowing and being in the knowing and having a lot of growth within the situation as well. It also could be that, you know, things are really coming together for you that you might not have seen coming for, you know, together for you. So, but remember that the Ace of Swords is a double-edged sword. So it could even be that for some of you feel like, yeah, everything was going this way, but then I kind of cut myself on this side. So be careful about that. It feels like it could be cut in communication, right? So it's almost like I was trying to put something together with somebody and then it kind of maybe fell apart a little bit. It might not have went as good as it could have been, but it's got growth and clarity coming through for the triumphant success. So there's still going to be triumphant success throughout the situation. It just feels like maybe maybe they were trying to get their own way. I'm kind of feeling this over here for you guys. With the moving on though, see, because we're just going to keep moving on. The conversation is still going to keep going on. The communication, the things I need to do, I'm just going to keep moving. So there's kind of an eloquent, expressive thing going on as well within this situation, that, you know, through some kind of information that's being received or said, that has to do with this prosperity that's coming through. Love it for the sacral chakra. Oh my gosh. Really getting down to those desires. Hey, I've got this desire that I need to kind of whisk together over here. Almost like you guys are building a cake, right? And so, and this is saying, because I'm trying to get the harmony that's needed. Ooh, there is a little toxic energy though. See, that toxicity is when I was talking about that double-edged sword over here through some kind of communication or what's going on. Yeah, you want to make sure, because why? Because you're really getting to the intention, but the intention is I'm not going to deal with that anymore. So any kind of toxic energy that, you know, might be kind of pushing itself against the relationship of the communication of, you know, whether it's platonic or it's love relationship or business, right? Could even be business, is got its kind of ups and downs over here. So definitely seeing that at the mid-month. So we've got to really watch that, right? We do not want that brewing. Do not allow them to make that brew, or allow yourself to start brewing over them not listening clearly. Because, you know, we have just getting out of chakras, right? So seeing all this blue over here is talking about that beautiful throat chakra, talking about that communication. So we know there is definitely something going on there, whether it's some kind of shared information or someone not really paying attention. Wow. So let's see what we got over here. But it does show that the prosperity is beginning, and that's where that triumphant success is going. So it's kind of crazy, because it does feel like, you know, hey, if this isn't done properly, you know, you're kind of messing about, you know, messing up with my own chakras. You're messing up with my desires and the things that I have intentions for. So you definitely don't want them doing that. Okay, let's see what's going on. Moving on. Clarifying on the moving on. Yeah, we have this traveler coming through. Could be dealing definitely with an Aries or a Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be, but it's definitely talking about the moving on, the traveling towards the things that you desire and your prosperities, because it's saying I'm still moving towards there. So it doesn't matter what they're saying or whatever information is going on between the two of you. You know, you're still going after your prosperities and traveling again. So nothing's going to stop you on this one. You literally could be actually traveling as well, like literal travel. Not just metaphoric travel, only because we have two travel cards here. So somebody, you might be actually saying, no, I've got the money and the prosperity to go do this. And maybe somebody's trying to hold you back. Maybe your job is trying to tell you, you know, but I need you here. And maybe you said, I already told you when my vacation date was, something of that nature, because it does feel like there's some kind of miscommunication on this situation. And definitely does feel like something went awry where maybe one manager doesn't know that you put in your application to have the vacation, and the other manager knows, but there was no communication through them. Because now I'm getting 2 other people as well, because it's almost like they know that I'm going and you're telling me no. Right? Ooh, could be a possibility. If it's not your story, throw it away, but I'm telling you, that's for somebody. Oh yeah, having the faith and the belief within the situation. But you know, nothing's going to stop you anyways from doing this, because you've already done what you need to do, no matter what the situation is where you're moving. There's some kind of important meeting that's going to have to take place as well, for the majority of you during the mid-month, to get whatever this new perspective is that is arising from the situation. For some of you, it could even be the ending of a relationship, because there might not be any compromise to the situation. They may not be seeing what you're seeing. So some of you might even be quitting a job and going after your own prosperities, or actually leaving a relationship, right? For some of you, to get what you need, really moving on. Because that would be reaching the resolution for your own compromise, for your own heart's desire. Okay, so, yeah. Because the toxicity is just kind of sitting on the, I don't know, it's just kind of sitting there. It just doesn't, it doesn't seem to, in the mid-month, want to reach some kind of compromise with you. So the compromises that you're giving out, it's almost like the temptation is kind of pulling it through. It's like I'm feeding you all this great stuff because I see great things coming in, but you keep wanting to sword me. So it's almost like you keep grabbing the sword and cutting your hand. I keep seeing like, yeah, it just cuts my hand every time I'm talking to you. So really getting into a reflective mode this month. But the good thing about this is once you do have this, you'll be able to really have the solid plans and the commitments about your travel and the places that you are traveling. Like I said, whether it's, you know, in metamorphic, you know, whether it's real travel or not. So, and then you have the 4 of coins coming out. Which is telling I'm just holding tight to the situation. Watch confusion though for the situation, because it does feel like I said, one person does seem a little confused about the situation, or they could have you frustrated and feeling confused to why aren't you listening to what the things I'm trying to tell you. So yeah, 3 cups. So it does feel like there could be, like I said before, 3 people involved in the situation. One knows what's going on and the other one's trying to confuse you. Otherwise, you're just, if there's not, then it's just you going after that happiness. You're going to get that happiness anyways, my friends, right? With the King of Swords. And if you do have the 3 people involved, you know, when it comes to a business, of them not understanding where you're going, the big boss does know, because you have the King of Swords here that's saying, I have all the information. You don't have to worry about what they're doing, right? That's definitely for someone. I'm definitely getting all that information out though, so I love that. And, you know, it's talking also about really taking pride in what you really, really want within your knowledge area, right? Because the King of Swords knows the knowledge, right? And so it's kind of like he's already made the decisions, and, you know, whether it's you or them, that you're going to go and you're going to go do what you need to do. So if you're waiting for that answer of this compromise, I really wouldn't worry about it too much, because you have too much practicality on your side from this other boss. Because look, you already put in the paperwork, for those of you who that resonates with. When it comes to some kind of other relationship, it does look like for a lot of you, you're going to end up kind of walking away from the situation, whether you're actually breaking off the relationship or just actually moving past it and saying, you know what, I'm not focusing on you anymore. I know what I'm talking about. I have bigger pursuits in life, and I'm not going to listen to this nonsense. So it's more like kind of ghosting it and putting it on the outskirts, right, at this time, because they're not going to listen and come to any kind of harmonious compromise with you at this time. So, okay, looks wonderful. Looks wonderful. Okay, and until next time, my friends, peace and love. Bye-bye.